It's happened. It's the end of January and the glitter has settled. The New Year's resolutions are crying in the corner and it's arrived. The bank statement has arrived. Welcome to Receipt Reckoning. This is the part of the month where we stop pretending that we bought 3 planners, haven't opened any of them yet, and look at the cold, hard facts. Ask yourself this question. Did I fail my January budget goals?
Perhaps.
Am I going to let that ruin the rest of 2026?
Perhaps.
Today, we are doing a total financial reset. Here are 5 steps we are going to tackle right now to save the rest of your year before February has the chance to look at your current bank account. Let's talk food waste, also known as throwing away money with some extra steps. Because food is not just food. Food is time, it is effort, it is money. I just did a multiple week pantry and freezer clean out for this reason. I wanted to use the things I was already purchasing to save on food waste, AKA money. We're throwing away our own labor. Like, look, I worked so I could throw away this like wilty brown cabbage and this liquefied cilantro, rest in peace cilantro, and this boars and cheese that's really expensive and delicious, and then I forgot about it in the drawer. Best Buy 2025. Yikes.
Oh no, what is this?
Dig through that fridge, pull stuff out and use it before it goes bad. Dig through that pantry, pull things out and make them. Dig through the freezer, pull out those proteins you already paid for. You can have a high protein, delicious family dinner for $0 because we paid for it last month, or in my case, 6 months ago. We are gonna save $150 this week by eating out of the Tundra.
What?
No, not that Tundra. This Tundra. The Tundra is the back 4 inches of the freezer, or the bottom 4 inches of the freezer, where things go to die. Guess what my kids get to have as a snack? Popsicles. Here's the goal, spend $0 on food this week. Here's your formula. Step 1, find a protein. So I've got some ground chicken, okay? Step 2, find an item to bulk it up. So I've got this Southwest style, whatever this is, okay? I'm gonna cook that, put it on top of that. Now we're gonna add a veggie. Remember those frozen, forgotten vegetables? Yeah, cook that up too. Throw it on top, add some sauce. I like to call this the Frugal Special. Now we move to the sneakiest part, subscription creep, the silent budget killer. It's kind of like a leak in your basement, except for water. It's a $12.99 a month fee for a streaming service that only shows 80s documentaries about bird watching, which is fine if you're into birds. Open your bank app, do a quick scan, $7.99 here, $12.99 here, $5.99 here. Hulu and Prime and Disney and ESPN. A $5 premium fee for an app that tells you what kind of potato you are based on your personality. It looks like I'm a Yukon Gold, but I could upgrade to a Russet if I pay for premium. Although to be fair, VidAngel is one of my favorite ones. But if you have kids around and you want them to see cool stuff, like I was watching the new season of Stranger Things with my kids, but I don't love the language, you know, so I go through VidAngel and you can choose your filters. So you can like choose violence or nudity or language, and they'll cut those pieces out so you can have more control over what's being shown in your home if you're interested in something like that. I'll like use it for a month and then I'll turn it off. Anyway, that's not the point. Sorry, got a little off topic there. It's just a service that I really like to use having kids in the house. The point is that it adds up fast. So if you're not using it, cancel it. Don't plan to use it next month. Don't wait for the next season. If you're not actively utilizing it in this moment, like this week, it goes. Here's the biggest problem with subscriptions. They're silent budget killers because it doesn't feel like spending. Like when you buy a pair of shoes, you're thinking, hey, new shoes, I got something. And when an app charges you $9 when you're sleeping, your brain doesn't register it at all in any way. So it's just money that leaves. So we are searching for, why do I have 3 different music apps? Well, shoot, that ended in 2024. It is possible that that gym membership that you use is just a really expensive key fob. Cancel 2 subscriptions today. That's your goal. That's an extra $20 to $30 in your pocket every month. That's like finding a $20 bill in your jeans out of the dryer every single month. Of course, friends, important to note that we are only going to be canceling unused, unhelpful, or unnecessary subscriptions. Please keep the ones that are helpful and actively used. So if you have some you use every day, some that you use as tools, definitely keep those. We're only trying to get rid of the ones that are not being used. I should also probably fix my credit score. Just stop spending money. It's easy. Just live in a box, eat air. Thanks. Christine, also me. But I still have to buy eggs, and who knows what the price of eggs is gonna be. I feel like they have an identity crisis every other month. Fine, then you can use the lazy frugal method. You could use Kickoff. It helps build your credit while you sleep. You like sleeping. Did it for 9 hours yesterday instead of folding laundry. Hey, first of all, how dare you? And second of all, you're right. $5 a month to help my score, and then I have time to focus on this freezer burn chicken. I'll take it. Thank you to Kickoff for sponsoring today's video. Even if your budget took a hit in January, your credit does not have to. It could be time for a lazy win with Kickoff. You can sign up in minutes. There is no credit check, no interest, and 0 hidden fees. It's basically the most stress-free thing you'll do all month. Building credit is incredibly life-changing. It impacts everything from what house you can buy, what car you can buy. Interest rates that you end up with are all based on your credit, and nobody should be held back by a number. Every time we tried to buy a house, our credit history was a big factor when it came to the interest rate our family was able to get. If you have better credit, you get a lower interest rate, which means you keep more money in your own pocket. Affordable plans start at only $5 a month, which are specifically designed to improve key credit factors, including positive payment history and lower utilization. Kickoff is a subscription, but if you need a useful tool, then this is definitely one of the subscriptions to keep, especially at my amazing discount at only $1 for the first month. You can build credit by keeping your account open and making on-time payments. It's as simple as that. On-time payments to Kickoff, which are easily managed through autopay, are reported to all 3 credit bureaus. Kickoff users with credit under 600 that made on-time payments increased their credit by an average of 25 points in the first month and up to an 86-point increase after the first year. Best news, Kickoff is giving my audience 80% off your first month. That means it could be as low as $1 for your first month using Kickoff. Click the first link in the doobly-doo below to get that deal from Kickoff. First link below, 80% off of your first month. Huge thanks to Kickoff. Now let's get back to the rest of the tips. Pay yourself first. Now I realize this sounds like boring financial advice that your grandpappy used to tell you, but in this house we treat it a little bit like a heist, stealing our own money before current me can spend it. The problem with most budgets is we wait until the end of the month to see what's left. But guess what? There's never anything left. If your bank account is the container, your money is going to transform into a new throw pillow or limited edition spatula. It's science. The fix? Automation. The second that direct deposit or check or cash or whatever it is hits your bank account, immediately move it to a high yield savings account, an IRA if you don't have debt and that's where you are. Or you can put it towards debt, put it towards holiday debt, student loan debt, whatever debt that you have. Make it invisible. If you don't see it, you can't spend it on emergency Taco Bell. That would have been funny if I came back with Taco Bell. You're tricking your brain into thinking that you are poorer than you actually are. So future you is gonna be really happy that you're taking care of this, even though current you is a little bit irritated. Also, I checked. I have 17 spatulas. Not the problem. You are. Finally, we reach the end of the January gauntlet. We have abandoned all of our 45 New Year's resolutions. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. And honestly, good. Get these habits out of here. It goes. The secret to a successful 2026 is not doing everything perfectly. It's doing one thing consistently. My friends, consistency beats intensity every time. And we're looking for a habit that is so small, it's actually harder to skip it than it is to do it. One financial anchor that you are going to commit to every day, and it's gonna be real small. Maybe you are just gonna check your bank account balance every morning while the coffee brews on your phone. Easy money. Easy money. The sad news is I cracked myself up. Maybe you're doing no spend Mondays every Monday for all of 2026. You're doing a no spend. Maybe once a week, you're not doing an impulse purchase at checkout. Maybe it's deleting DoorDash off of your phone. Don't try to climb the entire mountain in the month of February. All you're doing is finding one rock and then you're gonna stand on it and you're gonna stay there. Small habits are the compound interest of daily life. They look like nothing today, but in 6 months, they look like freedom. Listen, if you messed up in January, you are in good company. My receipts, a horror movie. My fridge, a graveyard of good intentions. But we're not looking back. We're picking our one small habit and we're moving forward together. Those are the tips. All you need to do is start. February's waiting and it's gonna look a whole lot cheaper than January, I guarantee it. Now, does anyone know how to say I am a potato in Italian?
Sono una patata. Sono una patata.